Look at that. Came full circle. Another Christmas where my perfect Christmas tree falling prank in our opening video succeeds again.
Yeah, it's the anniversary of the founding of our show.
How many years have we done this?
This might be the third.
At least 2. You know what my wife is saying? We have to get on TikTok. It's a good show for TikTok. The clips will be good on TikTok. I gotta make the account and just start doing it. Or hire your son to do it, Rico. Just tell him we'll pay him like $20 a week.
I was supposed to do that, but then they banned TikTok. So
it's back, baby.
Well, cheers. Merry Christmas to
Merry
you.
Christmas. Sorry I'm late. I was throwing the old pigskin in the ocean, and I had no idea what time it was. I'm like, I better check my phone. And I'm like, oh, supposed to start 10 minutes ago.
Well, at least you're sitting for the theme of the show.
Did you just throw the ball really deep and then just go, all right, see you later, and then just hope for the best? He just swims out.
I'm like, that way's Mexico. I'll meet you in what is it?
Meet you in Guadalajara.
Yeah, hell's a city. Cancun. Can't think.
Mexico City.
Yes. Yeah. So let me
Where
tell
are you, Rico? You got the coolest backdrop.
Yeah, I'm in Naples, Florida. Have you guys seen the thing on like Instagram about gymflation? Like, there's always posts about like how benching like 225 is like the new 100 or whatever. That's not applicable to the people at the beach here.
No,
it's all. Is it a nude beach that you just didn't realize? Just all fat flabbers.
No, just a lot of out of shape people.
When you said gymflation, I thought you meant ginflation. Like people are drinking more gin, so they're fat.
A lot of Brits here. I don't know. Maybe. Who else drinks gin? I did see. Oh, disgusting. I did see a string bikini though. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you don't like? Brian knows probably fuck with this.
Booyah. Yeah, Hendrix. So wait, what about the string bikini? How fat was the person wearing it?
Oh, skinny.
How fat was she?
Oh, all right.
But
it was a guy.
Yeah,
it
was terrible.
Florida.
Doing my podcast.
Did you find yourself staring at him before you turned around and you realized?
No, because I saw him like he was in the distance where behind Jordan, and I saw as a dude, and I saw like he was standing like waist high, a little bit, but just a little bit under waist high, and I could see like the string like below water level. Like, oh boy.
Was
Does
it
he
a
have
thong
like long
as well?
Hair so that from the back, like he tries to resemble a broad?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm saying the back was like just in his butt crack, and then it was a little banana hammock in the front. Like, man, you gotta have a lot of confidence to do this.
Well, you know what they say: when in Naples, Rico. So hopefully there's a nice spring bikini under the tree for you tomorrow.
All right.
He made your Naples hard.
Yeah.
Did not.
No, my Naples remain soft.
Erroneous.
Can you go up and do a man on the street interview with this guy? I want to see if he's seen the Star Wars Holiday special.
I knew what that was going to be, and I'm furious.
It was so bad. Oh my God.
It's not even bad funny.
No.
It was just bad, ridiculously bad.
It was like made for, I guess, the TV in the 70s. It definitely wasn't in the theaters.
Yeah. No. There was no theater distribution for this piece of garbage.
What order did this come out? Because Darth Vader was alive. So it couldn't have been after the third one.
No, it was probably right after the first one. Yeah, I'm guessing
it was between the first one and the second one, which was technically the fourth one and the fifth one in the Star Wars universe of stupid.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was going to be funny. I thought it was going to be funny bad because it starts off with just the grossest looking Wookiee family. Like a disgusting old gray-haired Wookiee missing all of his teeth and his stomach hairs like rubbed off. Old horny grandpa Wookiee who's watching virtual reality porn that
like
the trader gives him.
A toothless Wookiee is what it is.
Yes. These guys give it all the Wookiee gummers as to how Chewbacca got put through flight school. They don't tell you that in the backstory.
So are you going to set up the premise?
I'll set up the premise. The premise is that
apparently there was one. If you could figure out what it was.
Yeah, the premise was that Han Solo and Chewbacca are trying to get home for what they call Life Day, and that's annoying. Very annoying. Hippie Christmas, basically.
Very.
Coexist Christmas.
It's like watching something out of the Me Too movement or something.
Yeah. So they're trying to get home, and Han's like, "Don't worry, Chewie, I'll get you home." So there's a lot of Wookiee talking in this. There's never any subtitles. You have to figure out the context.
So many.
It's like
half the show is just
like a 5-minute scene of just grunting at each other
and doing housework. It's like, why is this happening?
Who wrote this shit? Like it couldn't. Like we're gonna have 10 minutes straight of Wookiee chatter. Who's entertained by this? And then there was like when they showed the family, there was like some kind of hologram that was dancing some retarded dance.
Oh yeah, the dance of the sex imps. Yeah, another 10-minute long. So it goes to Chewbacca's family. They're like, "We want him home." They're crying, and they don't know where he is. And there's this little kid Wookiee. There's the mom Wookiee.
Because he's an intergalactic criminal.
Yeah, that's true. He's a wanted man. So the mom's like tells the kid to go take the trash out. There was a lot of, like I said, there was a lot of domestic housework for 10 minutes going on. They're showing because Wookiees, they're just like us. So the kid takes the trash out, then he stops to watch these creepy ass sex imp hologram things dance to the worst music I've ever heard for 10 minutes. And
it's like they're Nutcracker.
Yeah, and at one point there was a string bikini in there. It's the only good part of the entire show. There was some green chick that bent over and she had a thong on, doing like a bars routine in this hologram. So they do that, and at the same time, it's cutting back and forth. You're talking to, hey Luke, have you seen Chewbacca? No, oh no, and they do that like 18 times.
Well, that was a funny part to me. It's like they talk to Luke, and Luke at first he's like, "That's really weird. He's normally so on time. Like you should be worried." Like that's not a very comforting phone call. And then he 180s to like, "I'm sure everything's fine. I'm trying to fix this robot. So bye." Just like, is this your friend that you're talking about? You don't seem too concerned.
Anyway, happy Life Day. Gotta go.
I just did my makeup weird, and now I'm fixing a robot. So leave me alone.
The makeup was terrible.
His makeup and his hair.
Like, it was a very weird thing.
The heavy eyeshadow. Yeah, it was bizarre. And then they're like, and also they just turn on these screens. They just flip on the TV screens, and it just shows what people are doing. There's no like ringing. There's no like you have to accept the call. It just flips it on. Like it goes to a scene in the trader's place, who I guess they're friends with, and he's just like talking to an Imperial Guard, and he's like, "These scumbag Wookiees, they certainly do like these tiny aquariums." And this chick's just watching him talk about her.
They hadn't perfected the art of FaceTime back then.
Clearly not. Yeah,
that show could have easily been half as long, and probably they could have hit the highlights because they just added so many unnecessary, I guess, guest stars from the 70s that people wanted to see. And
it had
the inspection of the Wookiee dwelling that took place for, it seemed like, 45 minutes of the entire hour, especially. You're like, why are they still in their house? Like, why are they keep looking in this house? What are they gonna not find? It's just
what are you looking for? Every scene was way too long. Like I wrote that down. That was like my main note. I'm like, why is this still happening? The same thing. The opening scene with them doing the housework. Why is this still happening? The dance imps, the holographic scene. Why is this still happening? The crazy scene with the trader. Why is this still happening? It was awful. Although
the
there was one good line.
Video scene where they're making.
That's where I checked out.
In a minute. We'll come back to that in a minute. That was insane. We'll come back to that in a minute. So they have the scene with the trader who's really on their side, but he's getting rid of this Imperial guy, and he's telling this chick that, don't worry, Han is going to be delivering your shag carpet. And he's like, an old lady made it by hand solo, and she's going to be bringing the carpet to you. Wink, 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 wink. It's like the genius writing. And then, yes, we cut back again to the Wookiees at home doing housework. So tell us about the cooking.
The cooking is they're watching a cooking video, and the gag is, we're trying to watch. It's like you're watching a regular video at home, and the person is trying to be funny. They're stirring and whisking and stirring and whisking, and then all of a sudden they say, well, there's a third thing we need to do to the pot of whatever they're trying to make. And so a third arm just shows up, and then eventually a fourth arm shows up of the same person. And that's, I think, supposed to be like the visual gag in the 70s. That's the big
gag.
Right, is that, you're not watching a human cook, you're watching a Star Wars character cook, and they have 4 arms. And it was almost like watching something out of the Muppets.
Yeah.
The Muppets, I think, wrote this, not
the Muppets are better than this. The Muppets have been way funnier. The Swedish Chef is way funnier than this.
They should have just brought in the Swedish Chef for that scene. That would have been funny if they brought in the Swedish Chef, and it would have been a little bit more of like a Easter egg. If you're like, oh, that's clever, because they're all the same production company.
Oh, and it just kept on going. Again, another scene. It was so long. It's like, are the people when they're filming this, are they just dying laughing at this, bulky chick with her 4 arms going, whisk it, beat it, cooking's a joy. And her hair starts coming out, and they're just like, oh my God, gold. It's gold, Jerry.
And you could tell when she tasted it with the ladle, there was nothing there because the ladle didn't make contact with her mouth, and it was just like air ladle. And you're like, oh, this is stupid.
Yeah. So after that scene, then the trader finally arrives at the Wookiee domicile, and he's like, hey, I brought you something, Grandpa Wookiee. Sit down in this, hologram chair or virtual reality chair, and I'll load this up. And he goes, oh, you're going to have a real nice life day. And he loads up a video that, again, for 5 minutes is just like sparkling orbs. And then finally, some black chick comes out and sings a song. And I guess that was what he's supposed to masturbate to.
Yes, black women singing. We've done that before.
So did you guys watch this whole thing?
I fast forwarded through. I fast forwarded through to like, as I was watching at the gym, I just drug my finger along to each scene and I stopped on it. There were so many songs. There's so many terrible, terrible songs in this.
Yes.
Also, like every 10 minutes is another terrible long song.
Like after, I think that was when I stopped, when that black woman started doing that song. I'm like, all right, I've had enough. I committed myself to watch. I said 2 short shows. This is not short.
It was like an hour.
Brian thinks an hour and a half fucking show.
Like, I watched 30 minutes of it, and I knew that I was already in a bad mood because I was like watched like a shitty movie for an hour that I thought would get good. It never did.
What movie?
Family Man with Nick Cage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like, this never got entertaining, so I stopped.
Somebody I was talking to recently was saying Family Man is an underratedly great Christmas movie.
Well, I tried to watch something for a Christmas movie that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And so I saw that. I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of, the trope of, but it was just so dumb. It was and annoying. And so the whole point of the movie was to make him see what he missed out on life by being a rich stockbroker instead of being a family man. But after an hour, I'm like, his life was way better as a stockbroker. Like, you haven't convinced anyone of anything. This movie sucks. So
it seems like it's a Scrooge redo where it's
it was kind of like
your life could have been, but now it's not.
It was better. Yeah. And like his life was as a family man, his life is terrible.
Well, it's like the guy who on the island with the genie who's like, this just isn't going to work for me. I can't stand this island with this hot, half-naked genie who's wishing all my dreams coming true.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Can't have that. So then I went from that to this, and I was already like, I know this movie's going to be bad, and maybe Ryan's going to tell me I'm an idiot for not thinking it's hilarious, and I'm going to have to argue with him.
It was awful. It was awful. It was so boring. It was so boring and so terrible, except for one scene, which you missed. And that was that B. Arthur.
Oh, I did want to see her.
Yep. She was in it as the only funny scene, just talking shit to some guy who comes up and she's just like, you want a drink? I don't want a drink. I'm just sitting here. I'm looking at your face. What are you doing with that face? Like, I'm not, this isn't verbatim, but it's just like her being funny. But then they're like, okay, enough of that enjoyable content. B, can you sing us a shitty song for the next 8 minutes? And she proceeds to sing a shitty song.
Well, she sings a shitty song because the blockade or some kind of curfew, right? They're living under the
imperial curfew. Yeah.
They're living under democratic rule in whatever city they are. It's COVID, so they can't stay out at the bar. And then she tries to tell everybody, hey, you have to leave the bar because we're all closing, and like more people keep coming in. The disrespect
banging on the
tables.
Her,
it was really funny. And she walks in, we're closed, and no one's listening to her. And then at the end of it, she goes, fine, one more round on the house. And then she starts singing, one more round, and then you gotta leave. You're like, this is the weirdest, worst Star Wars. There was no singing in any Star Wars. It wasn't even. Yeah, it was just terrible.
It was worse than the Simpsons parody of Star Wars, where Mark Hamill was singing. Like, what was it, Guys and Dolls, but he swapped in some other words. Like, Jedi.
That wasn't even like, I think, a Christmas episode. That was just him doing Guys and Dolls. And then
it was just
a lightsaber.
Yeah, it's with the lightsaber. Yeah, that was a better version. It was a better Star Wars musical, for being perfectly honest. It was awful. So she sings that. Then they do another like song where they're pretending to do the Mos Eisley Cantina song with the butt guys, the butt face people.
Those are the Cantina singers.
Yeah, and then to John's point earlier, then they keep flashing back to the Imperial Guard that's checking in on the Wookiee, the Chewbacca household forever. Long story short, Han and Solo make it, and then they go to Princess Leia's Life Day ceremony, where she then sings a very shitty song
and talks about unity, right? Oh, even though we're different cultures, but we celebrate together. Life Day, which you're like, what? They never mentioned Christmas, but it's called the Star Wars Christmas Special, and there's no Christmas
holiday special. The irony of having to watch these stupid assholes celebrate Life Day for an hour and a half was that is an hour and a half of my life this day that is gone and I'll never get back.
Essentially, I guess it's a tree of life that they are worshiping, those fucking Star Wars pagans.
Those damn wooks. Go up and pee on your. I'm peeing on your life tree, you freaking wooks. They're like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna use it to make my my canoe.
What demographic was this made for? Because I assumed at the beginning it was made for kids because it's all Wookiee. What adult would want to hear Wookiees talking constantly? But then how do you shoehorn B. Arthur into a kids show?
It's like the 70s. It's the late 70s.
This is the mid 80s, isn't it?
No,
this is like 79.
Yeah, it's late 70s after the first movie, before the second movie. And I guess maybe Star Wars is so popular that somebody gave a boatload of money to George Lucas and goes, we want something for while people are home for Christmas. Can you make something? And he just like, I'll outsource it. And
like, 10 minutes.
This was the first Kathleen Kennedy
project. B. Arthur in it. Yeah, we need a couple big names. I guess maybe they were part of the network that it was aired on. No. And then it was just, you could tell like all the Han Solo scenes were filmed maybe like in 1 hour. Because there was no like continuity. It was just him and Chewie in a shitty version of the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, well, it seemed like his lines are just made up too. It's like it started from the very beginning. Yeah, he's like, I'll get you home. You know, your family. We're gonna make it. All right, see you later. You know, it's just trying to get his ass out of there.
Trying to get to this home, cash that intergalactic whorehouse.
Yeah, it was unbelievably terrible and just so extensively long. Like I can't believe any human being could actually sit through and watch the entire thing. I almost can guarantee no one ever has.
How did you know about this?
No.
Did you see it
It's
before?
famous. No, it's famous for being horrible. And I was just trying to think of a one-off Christmas show we could watch that's old. So I was like, all right, let's do this one. I've never seen it. I was just hoping it'd be so bad it'd be funny, but it was just bad. It was just bad. It wasn't even funny bad. It was just bad.
Oh, it's like unwatchable bad. And it's an hour and a half. That's nuts.
Yeah, can you imagine sitting? It's 2 hours if you added. Well, we had commercials on YouTube, but they were short. Can you imagine sitting through 2 hours?
By the way, there was a commercial like every 3 minutes on my YouTube. The one I watched.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Oh yeah, Florida YouTube will get you.
Well, you know that YouTube knows this time of year everybody's flocking to the Star Wars holiday special. I mean, it's Christmas Eve.
I thought it was weird that it was on YouTube. Like even
nobody
Disney
wants
Plus that owns Star Wars
right here,
isn't even like holding on to that
or no.
Yeah.
They're
remember. Selling it off. They're like, please, God, somebody take this off our hands. All right. Well, I give that an F+, and the plus is just for B. Arthur.
Yeah. F+ of a U. So fuck you. That's what that gets.
I'll split it. I'll give it an F. It was terrible.
All right.
It wasn't whatever we watched last week, which was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
No, All Spare was the worst thing ever made.
Oh, yeah.
By far. This was second worst.
Yeah. That's pretty sad for Kim Kardashian's career that she somehow made something worse than a Star Wars Christmas.
Yeah, she's sub Wookiee level of talent.
Wait till they make the All's Fair Christmas episode. I'm sure
it's gonna sound the exact same.
Yeah, all the dicks that they suck. That's what's gonna sound like. If they showed them sucking the wieners, then that show would be better. They need to just let them get naked, and then it'd just be a bad Skinamax style movie where you're like, it wasn't so bad. At least I saw some boobs.
Well, that's what was funny.
Softcore porn. Bring back softcore porn.
Bring back candlesticks blocking wieners. Every time. Get that candlestick out of the way.
I want to get that.
I'm watching this. I'm like, who's directing this?
Who does sex with their knee all the way up to their rib so you can't see anything going in?
So one thing I do want to talk about, as we're talking about sex, it did crack me up. Just the one thing, the stupid Wookiee grandfather having no belly hair. I'm like, it's probably from him, massively jacking it and just rubbing off the hair on his stomach with the back of his hand by accident. That's my theory.
Yeah, I didn't notice that or come up with a similar theory. So,
well,
we'll go with
that's
yours.
what they call me, the theorist. All right, next, Chad Powers is the new show we watched on Hulu, starring Glenn. What's his name? Powell. Glenn Powell, a guy who they're really trying to force this Glenn Powell down our throats and try to make him into like the next big action star, movie star. I, for one, am not buying it. I am not buying stock in Glenn Powell. His Running Man movie, I think, just fucking completely died at the box office.
Well, that was a dumb thought to remake Running Man. Come on, just
I didn't know they remade Running Man.
That's exactly. It was in and out of the theater in no time because everybody was like, "This sucks shit." They made it closer to what was it? Stephen King wrote it, right?
Yeah, I think under his
like Shining. Yeah,
his fake whatever other pseudonym he has.
Yeah. So unlike or like what they did with The Shining, where Kubrick made The Shining and it was amazing, and then Stephen King's like, "This isn't what I wrote. Make it the way I wrote it," and then it was awful. I think this is that version. They made his version of Running Man and it was awful. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. We watched Chad Powers, which is similar to when they made the Cavemen show based off the Geico commercials. This was made off of the idea of Eli Manning going out and trying out for like college teams in prosthetic garb.
Dude, you don't know the backstory of this?
Well, I know it was the Eli Manning commercial thing he did, right?
No, the whole thing was based upon, which was the best thing that James Franklin ever did as a coach. He did this for Penn State. this is where it started. Like, he literally came out to a practice or a tryout at Penn State. Like, James Franklin brought him in disguise, and he was hilarious in it. And so I guess that's how they took it and made it into or tried to make it into a TV series. But yeah, it was based upon, the whole thing started with Penn State.
No, I know that. I appreciate the origin of it. The show, however, not that good. I mean, not to spoil it, but I'll set the stage a little bit more. So yeah, so there's this guy. He's at Oregon. His name is his real name is fucking something Howell, right?
Well, his name is
or something.
Russ Holiday.
Russ Holiday. There you go. So Russ Holiday is the head quarterback, or the QB1 in Oregon. He is tearing it up at the Rose Bowl. He has the last play of the game. He makes an incredible run, and then he drops the football a yard before he gets in the end zone like an asshole, and is stunned because then Alabama runs it back and he loses. So he's stunned as a kid, cancer kid on the sideline who's like, "You're still my favorite player," and he's like, "I don't give a shit." And then he pushes the dad into the wheelchair kid, and
that's funny.
That was the dad's fault. He just blew the national title game. Like, just
I don't know how the dad
gives him some space.
The dad can't have access to the field right there. It's like he's still gonna be on the sideline. He can't be all up in the player's zone.
Yeah.
So.
You just said.
Hold on, you're cutting out on us, Rico. Hold on, I'm muting you. I'm muting you until you get better service because you're a digitized robo voice right now.
You gotta put the hotspot on in your rental car.
gotta tape together some gators until you get better Wi-Fi. So yeah, so it is funny. Like the guy talks to whatever the chat, what becomes Chad Powers. He's like, "You're an asshole." Chad Powers pushes him down because he's furious. He's like, "Fuck," and then of course that ruins his career because nobody wants to hire, draft this guy who has now pushed a dad into a cancer kid after fucking up in the Rose Bowl. So fast forward 8 years, he's working for his dad who does prosthetics for films, and he thinks he's getting cut or getting signed to the XFL. So he's making a big comeback.
Right.
Then the kid with cancer that he pushed the dad onto dies.
I thought that was funny when he's like celebrating his comeback. He goes to a club with his agent. The agent's like, "Yeah, we got a group over here." And the group is his coke dealer's sister.
Who's sitting on his coke dealer's lap.
The hot
that's my sister.
So instantly I was like, all right, this is goofy enough. I kind of like
I hated seeing Octua girl's fucking face so much. I'm so glad she's not a thing anymore, and she's out of our cultural lexicon. I'm so sick of her.
I've never seen her. I knew what she was famous for, but I don't know what she looked like. But hoping she'll spit on it if you know.
I'm sure she will.
So, is my service any better now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to say, thank you, Tom. You're getting an extra holiday bonus from me.
Holiday boner.
I thought it was kind of not like clever, but I'm like, okay, they explained the backstory well enough, where it's actually they put a little bit of thought into it. His dad's in Hollywood makeup. All right, so he can do it disguise. Like he has a backstory where he's kind of infamous and toxic, and so it makes sense like why he would go in disguise. His life is not going where
he's gonna hide. Yeah.
So I thought, I'm like, all right, they put a little bit of thought into this. It's not just slap half-ass together like the holiday show or half the other shows that we watched recently.
It is like the perfect storm, though. Oh, I'm a disgraced football player. My dad knows how to make Mrs. Doubtfire costumes, and I want to go try out for football again. So it's all going to work out well.
It is interesting with the transfer portal thing with NIL. It gives them a good reason because this Georgia State Catfish loses both their quarterbacks, so they have open tryouts, and that's what this guy decides he's going to go for it. He's got the prosthetics in the back and tries it. Yeah. Now and this is what annoyed the shit out of me and why I was like, this show's pissing me off.
Brian, you never get annoyed.
And also in general, I didn't think the show had I didn't think the writing was funny enough. There weren't enough laughs in the show, considering how goofy the concept was. It just
That's why you love laugh tracks.
Well, they needed them for this show because it just wasn't funny. But they go to the facility, and then this is when I started rolling my eyes and making jerk off motions to myself. Oh, there's a female coach, and she's got big plays. But oh no, this guy's in the piece, a classic male coach, and he throws her plays in the trash, and she slinks away. I was like, oh God, you got to deal with this fucking stupid sideline. There's this side tangent in this show now.
They made a reference to Raising Cane's because there's some cane sauce on there, and I go, oh, I like Raising Cane's. I like those chicken tenders.
Yeah.
And you don't finish all the sauce, so of course you're gonna get.
That part didn't bother me that much. I thought the guy.
Yeah, they're developing the girl.
Yeah, like I get it. You need some tangent storylines, and they kind of tied it well. Not well, but tied it in well enough with the head coach afterwards, and kind of the whole
Steve Zahn.
Yes.
Yeah, he's great.
Steve, we always liked you.
Mm-hmm.
So they tied it into him. The dickhead coach who threw the playbook in the trash. I wish it was Zac Efron.
It's got Chaw on it, right?
Yeah.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron would have been great there, but Zac Efron's too good for this show.
I know.
Yeah,
you can't have
he's got steroids to do. He's got a HGH to make his brow get huge.
Hopefully another Baywatch to come out.
Or like Neighbors 3.
Neighbors 3 would be fine. It'd be like Seth Rogen's guts. Okay, so wait, but there was another thing that annoyed me too. It's like it was checkbox. So okay, all right, you got the female fighting the patriarch checkbox. Then you got here's our gay character checkbox. He's in there, and he's the guy that's putting the prosthetics and helping
but
him.
He wasn't like.
I don't know. It just didn't
announce he was gay. It was just like
he just it
was pretty well known, Rico. You think?
Yeah, but they didn't have to make a thing of it. They have a gay character.
He's an effeminate Latino who wants to be the mascot. So
it's
he is a mascot. I mean, that's
too checkboxy. It's too checkboxy.
I would be the mascot in the college because then you're hanging out with the cheerleaders all the time. I mean, that's like. It's not gay.
I get that it's a checkbox, but it's not like as bad as it could be because he's just gay.
Sounds like Rico liked
it. They don't
show.
like make a thing about it.
It does sound like Rico liked the show.
I liked it more than I thought I would.
I'm glad.
I thought I would like it, and then I didn't like it. What's also
I thought I was going to hate
the
it.
gay character's dialogue was so boring. And it's just like I'm gonna describe the concept of the show to you now. And lay it out and be unlikable. I'm just like
funny part where he like had like 20 different and then and Glenn Powell's like, oh, I really hadn't thought about it that deep, but yeah,
I hated it. I hated it.
Of course you
did. You hate everything. That's why this show is. We have 3 years of history because we're all so different. It's diversity through strength.
All right. Well, what else did you like about the show, Rico? Did you like that it was too slow moving and it was 45 minutes long?
Wait, it was only 40 minutes long.
I bet
so that was a little too long for me. I hated it at like the first minute of it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hate this show because it shows like the obligatory college announcer celebrities. You got Lee Court, Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit. I'm like, oh, of course, you just have to do this, and then. The generic Rose Bowl scene. But then when he punched the guy who fell over his son, Make-A-Wish son, I'm like, all right, well, this is good.
Rico likes when a wheelchair kid gets nailed.
That was like the only laugh in the show, though, for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was waiting for there to be good laughs in it. I mean, the one I thought was a funny line was,
still.
Yeah, but you could still be funny. Look, what do we always say? There's shows that just are banging. Look, we just talked about B. Arthur, Golden Girls. Golden Girls, hilarious from the start.
Well, unfortunately for the writers of this show, B. Arthur is dead. So I'm sure they would have had her in.
They should have. She should be in everything. Just dig her up.
Yeah.
Oh, one line that was funny was that I did like when he goes to sign up and he's like, "What's your the chick who's fighting the patriarchy? They make her work the signing table.
Yeah, because she has nice handwriting because she's a girl.
Yeah, she's a girl with nice handwriting.
And then that was funny. Probably because you're a girl. You got nice handwriting. Get out of here, ho.
So Chad Powers goes up and writes his name like a half-tard. And the guy's like, "Can you write that with his feet?" But before that, Chad goes, yeah, Chad Palomzala. And she's like, "What?" Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, I'm from the old country. My dad came in at Ellis Island." She's like, "Dad is at Ellis Island?" And he's like, "Yeah. He was real old when he had me. It was a big scandal in the village." That was funny. That actually made
it's silly.
He's like a moron.
That was like the one line, though.
Yeah.
The one line.
Listen, making Brian laugh, that's like squeezing water out of a rock. I mean,
squeezing blood from a stone, I believe is the term.
Okay, sorry. God damn you and your goddamn
my accurate knowledge of
the end.
Nothing is good enough for you, Brian.
Yeah. He sees the deer at the end and he's like, wow, he's just amazed by the deer. And the girl's like, he's like, you see them all the time? And he's like,
yeah.
From the side. He's like, yeah, but we usually eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's just such a dumbass, but it
is. I think this is.
It wasn't
it's gonna
30
be
Rock, but it entertained me enough.
Nothing is.
I don't know. Yeah.
New shows are not going to be any good. This show, I think, is
for a show that's come out in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, grading against like the Home Improvement knockoff, the Kim Kardashian
the Dennis Leary horrible show we watched.
I'm
like, this is better than most of those shows.
Yeah, I agree
with Rico. I think if you keep watching it, I think you'll like it. I will, obviously.
I'm going to give it another episode.
I've watched them all.
Maybe I will. Already?
Well, it's been out for, I think, a few months, and
I
love television, so I will watch a show.
It looks like there's only 6 episodes.
It's my job to watch TV, and I take my job seriously, ladies and gentlemen. And so if a show's good enough, I'll watch it. And I will say this. I was entertained through the entire series, and I think they are making a season 2. So that's something.
I can't imagine why would they do that. I'm surprised Glenn Powell.
It's football. It's fun. It's a fun show
it's
about football. He's going to take a shitty team, and then who knows, right? It's going to be an interesting ride. I say keep watching it. If people like the show, episode 1, keep going. You're not going to be disappointed like you will with other shows that let you down. I think it'll be easy to watch the rest of the season.
Yeah, because also at the end he's like, tells his coach, "Hey, coach, got to come clean. I don't really go to this school." And
he's like, I can figure that out. No problem.
I'll figure this out.
No more surprises, though.
Yeah. Well, I wrote down, I won't be finding out how he gets his documentation to enroll because he needs a birth certificate, a transcript, and whatever. But all right, maybe I'll give it one more episode because now I'm thinking back. Okay, there were some more laughs towards the end. Steve Zahn had something funny he did that made me laugh. So maybe I'll give it one more episode.
What are you doing with your life? You got nothing else going on. Just go with it.
I got lots of things going on. I got Woke Word Wars, the new board game, the card game that everybody needs to buy.
That's right. We should be doing commercials and promos for that. I intend to buy mine very soon. And actually, I'm thinking about taking it to my job and letting it just hang out in the break room. People could play it.
Good idea, man.
It's
awesome.
And then you're going to get fired for being inappropriate, and you're going to have more time to...
We do both. We do joke it's an HR violation in a box.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea if you want to.
I'll show it. No, there's some people at my work that might think it's cool. They'll buy it. And then, we could play it. So it might be fun.
You play it with customers.
Well, it is a fun game. But no, I guess, hey, I'm in Virginia. You never know. People are pretty.
Right down. It can go either way there.
Yeah, true.
Northern Virginia, I wouldn't pull it out. It's a little bit more Kamala country over there, but Here it's more
on the camel toes. It's like the mountain range. It's called the camel toes in Northern Virginia.
I sold a truck to a guy, and he was showing me the picture of his old car, and he's like, "Oh, sorry for the Confederate flag hanging over the
we throw those in
actually. Confederate flag towel over the truck of his old car.
Can you suggest that as a promotion? Like, buy a car, get a free Confederate flag.
Oh, they put one right on the roof, like a Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, that's what we should watch. Dukes of Hazzard. Should we start the year off right with Dukes of Hazzard?
That'd be cool.
All right, let's do it. Dukes of Hazzard. Well, I don't know what news coming out. We'll have to figure out the new shows that are hitting the market.
Yeah, it's a slow burn right now. There's not much coming out in the holiday season.
Yeah.
I mean, anything else that came out during the fall, like the show Chad Powers, that is a few months old. That's why it's nice. If anybody likes it, they could watch all of the...
That's true. They can binge it.
And it's only a 6-episode season, which is weird. Like, shows used to have 20 episodes, and now they're only down to 6. It's crazy.
I don't mind, because most shows are terrible. So
the less is more.
Yeah, less is more. Exactly. Well, if it turns out to be good, then you can make a ton of episodes. Like, I appreciate that with 30 Rock. Tons of episodes.
When it's a good show, you can't get enough.
Yeah.
30 Rock, things like The Office, where it's like, oh, they're doing 20 episodes a season.
That show is
those days are old.
Paper.
Oh, the paper.
Show, yeah, no, Chad Powers is way better than the paper. The paper was pure, uncut dog shit.
I don't even know if
the paper was way way more check marks. But also remember, a chick battling the patriarchy. Just saying.
Well, I didn't know what we did.
I think you got everybody.
I'm sick of seeing it in fucking shows.
Isn't everybody battling the patriarchy just to have a nice life?
You used to have someone bang Harvey Weinstein to get anything made in Hollywood. Now you just have to have something about female battling the patriarchy. I think it's progress.
It turns out...
I mean, the first one didn't affect me at all, honestly. But,
but Weinstein was a good gatekeeper. I mean, he made sure the shit was good.
Yeah,
he did make some good movies. We can say he had a good eye for films and a good eye for spotting talent.
We just lost Rob Reiner to more.
Wasn't the rumor that? I know. Well, yeah, we did. Wasn't the rumor that Harvey Weinstein used to just have the girls get naked and then jerk off in a plant? Was it what if the plant was the real talent? It was like a magic plant, and he had to deposit that seed in there in order to make the script. Yeah, and then the plant would print like a leaf, and the leaf had a Y or an N on it.
Yeah.
It was like,
There was I don't know if you want to make this we already have an old show. There's an older, newer show that is an animated show where it's the Harley Quinn character from Batman.
Batman, yeah.
And she lives with it's basically made by the same people that made the show that I know Brian hates, which was the new Scooby-Doo show, because it's on HBO.
Oh, God, did I hate that.
And it's an animated show, but the character Poison Ivy has a plant that is voiced by that I can't remember his name, but he's a black comedian. He's very funny. I could just picture him getting jacked off into and talking shit.
I was wondering how this ties into
Lil Ray Howard?
No, it's the black dude from he played the Katrina victims. Oh no, we already did an old show.
Not
Curb
the
Your
black
Enthusiasm
dude.
would be a really good show.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
He's that guy from the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
JB
show.
Smooth?
JB Smooth is the voice of the plant, and he'd be like, "Why are you jacking off on me?" That would be really good if the plant. And you should just write that comedy, Brian, is Harvey Weinstein's office from the plant's point of view that can talk. Yeah.
That's a hell of an idea.
There you go. That's what we do here on what was this show called?
The first episode podcast. Or
that's
FEPCAST.
right. That's what we do here on the FEP show, babies.
I do like that idea. All right. Well, we'll figure out what to do. We'll talk about it offline and figure it out. Any final thoughts, gentlemen, before we sign off?
Well,
Merry Christmas.
I'm going to give it a grade. I'm going to give this a B-.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, okay. That's a solid grade. I'll give it an A.
I thought you were going to go higher
like
than that. An A from Don is just ridiculous. I give it a C+.
Talk about inflation.
Yeah, Jesus, Don. Calm it down, buddy.
Inflation.
Weren't even any attractive women in this. The one coach for the patriarchy is the most attractive one, and she was at best a 6.
I mean, I could picture her at a Florida beach with a, thong on.
It would have been nice to see a woman wearing that. Not a man.
Yeah. You can picture that. She's probably look good. She's athletic. It's not your mother. It's a man, baby. Other than that, I mean, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year to all of our our one listener and
those 2 old people at the home that they just pop our podcast into their ears. Like, I like it because they talk about B. Arthur all the time.
Ethel and Gertrude, we love you, girls. You girls are keeping us alive.
That could be a great
Gladys.
spin-off. B. Arthur celebration podcast.
Yeah.
We're getting great ideas here.
I'll click on it. What about you, Brian? Any last words?
Nope. Just Merry Christmas and to all a good night. Later.
It was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!